And we can go ahead and get started with our playlist. So feel free to click play on your first song, and then we'll start on our backs when you're ready. Take your time to release your shoulders down. You can either bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart, or the other way around, feet as wide as your mat, and then knees drop into one another. Weights are optional today. If you have them near your mat. If not, don't worry about it. As you relax down, bring the hands to your belly or arms by your sides, palms up. Allow your shoulders to soften. Close your eyes for a moment. Just finding your breath here. Feeling your breath moving through the body. Good, let's breathe in through our nose, reaching the arms up overhead, flipping your palms away from the crown of your head. Big breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Release your arms back by your sides, hands to your knees or thighs. Bring the knees together, walk the feet hip distance apart, arms stretch back out. Inhale, drop the knees to your right. Exhale, back to the center, switch knees to your left. Back to the center. A few more rounds here. Feeling your side body open, your hips relax. Just about 2 more on each side. Good, and then slowly come back through the center, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself lots of love. Then pick up the shoulders off the ground, grab your ankles, breathe in, exhale, press your heels forward, reach the arms overhead. Inhale, bring the knees back into your chest and keep going. Sharp out breath each time your legs extend. Hugging the knees really, really close into your chest. If you feel like your low back comes off the mat every time you extend the legs, maybe lifting the legs a little higher, 45-degree angle or so. We're gonna be here for a full minute. We're gonna start our warm up with our abs today. Hugging your belly button in, strengthening your low belly here. 25 more seconds. Last 10. For 3, 2, and hands behind your head. Exhale, reach your legs up to the sky. Little lift with the hips. Inhale, lower the legs back down. Option to have your hands underneath your hips to support your spine, keeping it on the ground. Shoulders can still be off the ground, even if your hands are under your hips. Halfway, chin away from your chest if your shoulders are off the ground. Stay here about 17 more seconds. 10 more. 3, 2, reach your legs all the way up. Left hand taps your right toes, right hand taps your left toes. See if you can pick up the shoulders a little bit higher. Knees can be softly bent if your hamstrings are tight, but trying to keep the knees over the hips. Halfway here. Almost there. Last 15 seconds. You have 7. Good, and then we're gonna bend into our right knee, reaching your left leg down into your chest and up. So bicycle movement with your left leg. Right shin is parallel to the ground. Option if you want to engage more of your side body is to reach your left elbow to your right knee. That's just an option, or stay through the center. And reverse the direction up into your chest and forward. 15. Continue to breathe. Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. 6 more. And extend your left leg forward, little pulse. Left leg is moving, right shin continues to stay parallel to the ground. Shoulders can always relax down in the mat. See if you can make the movement a little bit smaller. Flex or point your toes so the movement is a little more controlled. If your shoulders are off the mat, lift them higher. Neck is still long. 5 more seconds. And hands come to your right shin, bring your right knee into your chest and switch and keep going. Some of you might go a little faster. Some of you will slow it down. Shoulders can still be on the ground. If you need a little extra support today, that's fine, as long as you're still moving. Last exercise here, then we'll move to our plank before switching to our second side. 25. $15 more. Stay for 7. And then rock forward and back, make your way to plank, mountain climber, full minute, knees into your chest. Try to pace yourself so you're staying here for the entire minute. Use your breath. Maybe bringing your knees a little bit closer towards your chest, or a little extra challenge so you're feeling your belly a little more. You have 20. Dome the shoulders. Just 10 more seconds. 5. And downward facing dog. Good. Pick up your heels off the ground. Drop your heels to your right. Push your hips back. Inhale, shift forward to your plank, feeling your side body work. Exhale, back to down dog. As you move forward, don't let that hip drop. If your, again, hamstrings are tight, knees can always bend. And as you move forward to plank, legs extend. So make sure the hips are going nice and high. You have 20 more. Five more seconds. And then transition to this plank variation. Right hand comes to the center. Left foot stays in front of your right foot. Then you're gonna bend your right knee, bring it to your left elbow, then extend the leg. See if you can continue to hover your right foot off the mat. So don't let it drop. If this is too much, You're gonna bend your left knee behind you and then ground your whole foot down, trying to stay here. Otherwise, you're still in your side plank. 25. 15 more. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop your right knee down, slowly rise up onto your knee. Gonna reach your arms overhead. You're gonna start to reach all the way to your right, then come back up, all the way to your right, and come back up, feeling the side body engage as you move to your right. If the arms are too much, you can always have your hands at your heart. You'll definitely feel more if you're gonna reach the arms. This is gonna give you a little extra weight. Don't let yourself drop into the side body. As one unit, your upper body is moving from side to side. Center, then to your right. The longer you also pause at the bottom here, the harder it is. Just 13 more. For 6. And go down, hands behind your head, pulse your right elbow up. 30 seconds only. Keep opening your chest to the sky. The right elbow is aiming to go up. 12. See if you can go a little bit lower. So your core is what's holding you up here from falling all the way down. For 4, 3, 2 hands to the top of the mat, twisted mountain climber, 30 seconds. 15. You're here for 5. And downward facing dog, reach your right leg up, step it through, running man left knee in. Light on your fingertips, spine is still long. See if you can ground a little bit more through your right heel. 15 more seconds. 8, 4, step it back to your lunge, rise up, left knee towards your right elbow, then sit back into your lunge. Mariya hops. This is too much. You're just simply gonna bring your knee in and step back without the hop. Some of you might go faster, just tapping your toes behind you and right away going into your hop. It's up to you what speed you're going with. About 6 more seconds. And release your left foot next to your right. Drop your seat all the way down until you reach the mat. We'll make it to our downward, we'll make it all the way onto your back. Good, and then reach your legs all the way to the sky. Hands can be either by your sides or behind your head. Little lifts with the hips. Try to use your low belly to lift. You're halfway there. Strong out breath each time the hips lift. So when you breathe out, it helps you pull that belly button in just a little more. 17 more seconds. 4, 9, 5. Good, and again, shoulders can be on the ground or not. You're gonna walk your feet all the way down. So pausing with every step. Then feet together at the bottom, lift both legs to the sky. Walk it down. And then exhale, rise up. That's a small step. Again, maybe flex the feet so you're controlling that movement a little more, and you don't have to go too low. So you can just go to a 45-degree angle. So it's almost like a slow down flutter kick here. So you go down one foot, the other, until you reach your edge, and then rise both legs up. We have just about 13 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, reach your legs up and pulse. Chin is reaching to your toes. Elbows are wide. You can always reach your fingertips to your toes. If you want a little extra challenge, that way it'll help you lift the shoulders higher or support your neck. Keep your hands behind your head if you'd like. We're here for a minute again, and then we'll switch our side. Twenty more. Maybe shoulders come off the mat just a little bit higher. Knowing that you have 15 seconds left. See how high you can lift the shoulders. For 7. Good, now bend into your left knee, and then your right knee into your chest, up and down, into your chest, up and down. Try to keep your left shin parallel to the ground. Option to reach your right elbow towards your left knee if you want a little more side body, or stay through the center. 10 more in this direction. Especially if you stay through the center on your first side, be sure to do the same thing. And reverse, up into your chest and forward, up into your chest and forward. Ground down through your low back. Make sure your hips are not rocking forward and back. 17. 10 more. And extend your right leg forward, little pulse. Small movement. Again, flex or point your toe. Just 30 seconds here. If your low back starts to come off the mat, just lift the leg a little higher, 45-degree angle. Your quad is really, really strong here. 10 more. 5. And bring your left knee in and switch. Hands on your shin. Last one here. You can go as fast as you'd like. We're about to transition to our plank. Under halfway already, 25 seconds left. Maybe shoulders come off a little bit higher, 15 seconds left. 7. And rock forward and back. Find your mountain climbers. Knees come into your chest. Any cardio movement, you can always slow down. You can just reach one knee in, then the other, stepping it back. Any squat, jumps, you can always slow down as well. But remember, we're here for 1 full minute. So usually we do 30-second intervals. For this one, we're doing full minutes. So see how it feels in your body to do 1 full minute. What goes on in your mind? This is challenging for you to stay here without switching. Try to focus on the breath to stay here. We have 10 more. 4, 3, 2, and downward facing dog. Lift your heels off the mat, drop them to your left. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Use your core. Exhale, push the hips up. Inhale, shift forward. Don't let your hips drop too low. So already as you shift forward, you should be feeling it a lot in your side body. If you're not, pull that belly button in a little bit more. Knees can be bent as you shift back. Halfway. Ten more seconds. 4, 3, 2, come to plank, left hand on the mat, finding your side plank. And again, this time, left knee to your right, elbow stretch that leg back, reach your arm overhead. Maybe you're not gonna let it drop to the ground, or for support, you're just gonna step your right foot behind you and open your hips slightly to the sky. It's gonna give you a little more support, a little more leverage to bring that knee in. Otherwise, continue to have that right foot in front of your left, doing your best not to drop your left foot down. 25 more seconds. We're about to drop our left knee on the mat, so we're not here for too long. Try to do your best. Eight more. 4, 3, 2, release your left knee on the mat, rising up onto your left knee, reach the arms overhead, and then reach over to your left. Exhale, come back to the center. Reach over to the left as far down as you can. Come back, make sure shoulders are staying in one line as you go down. Don't let yourself transition your weight out of that right foot. Keep your right foot grounded. So it's just your side body that's working. Again, hands can be at your heart. You need a little support, a little break. Since with the arms, it's a little more challenging. 25. Pull your belly in, close your rib cage. 10 more seconds. 5. And go to your lowest point, hands behind your head, left elbows pulsing up to the sky. Try to open your chest a little bit more to your right with every pulse. Continue to pull your belly in. We're just here for 30 seconds. We have about 12 more left. Elbows stay wide. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hand circle around to the top of the mat, twisted mountain climber, 30 seconds. $12. 5 more. Downward facing dog, reach your left leg to the sky, step it through, running man, right knee into your chest. Get light on your fingertips, lengthen the spine. Just sprinting off of your right foot like you're about to take off for a run. Pulsing, bouncing on the left one. 10 more. 5. And slowly rise up, right knee in, then step it back. Sit low, or you can go faster, just tapping your foot back. Make sure you're still bending into your left knee though. Or slow it down, just bring your right knee in and sit low without the hop. 15. 4, 3, 2, hands down to the ground. Make your way to your plank, walking the feet wide. Then you're gonna bring your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to your right. Just tap out, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Knees can always drop down to the ground. Don't let those hips rock from side to side. Use your belly. A very good core exercise. Dome the shoulders. Make sure the tailbone's tucked under. You're not in down dog here. To allow that length in the spine, squeeze your glutes slightly. You're going to feel it more in your belly if you squeeze the glutes. 12 more. 7. And down dog, reach your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow, left elbow, and reach up. Right elbow, left elbow, reach up. See if you can make a connection, actually tapping that knee to elbow. This is too easy. Stay in plank and just continue to stay in plank. Right knee to right elbow, left knee to left, and stretch that leg back without letting your hips move. 12 more. 4, 3, 2, bring your knee and step your right foot between your hands. Find your weights if you have them. Gonna rise up, Heisman. Make sure your right knee doesn't pass your ankle. If you don't have the weights, try to continue with a full range movement with the arms, like you're grabbing something above your head and then squeezing those elbows in. 25. Sit lower into your right knee. You have 10. 5. Good. Step back into your lunge. You're gonna sit low. Then you're gonna open up into your wide-legged squat. Sit lower, reach the arms out to the sides. Come back to the center and sit low into your lunge. Back to wide-legged squat. Open up the arms and find your lunge. So just to one side. Finding your balance. Your feet are not really changing the position much. You're just turning your toes forward and your left toes out. Keep reaching your left knee down to the mat as you find your lunge, sitting really, really low. We have 15 more seconds. 7. We're gonna open up to the long side of the mat in 2 and sit into your squat. Reach the arms out to the sides. You're gonna bring the weights together, then reach out. Weights together, reach out. So the palms are facing the sky, whether you have the weights or not. If you don't have the weights, maybe arms extended. If you have the weights, strong bend in the elbows, and then you're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together. Continue to sink down, tucking the tailbone under. 25. Weight is in your heels. 3, 2, come back to the center, little pulse with your hips up and down. Continue to anchor that tailbone down to the ground. So instead of pushing the hips back, shoulders stay over your hips. Press the knees out, don't let them drop in. 13 more. 5. And hands behind your head, reach your right elbow to your right knee, come back to the center, lift your heels off the ground, release. Right elbow to right knee, heels off the mat, release. Just one side, right elbow to right knee. Continue to sit low, don't let yourself lift your hips. Halfway already, or under halfway. 20 seconds left. Take your time with it. You can slow it down, the movement doesn't have to be fast. Pause, lift your heels, lower, come back to your side bend. It's all up to you how fast you want to make it for 4, 3, 2, turn to face the front again. Sit low, and this time you're gonna open up the palms forward to the top of the mat. You're gonna reach both arms forward and lower them down. Very simple, just front raises. You're gonna lift forward and then down. If you have the weights, soft bend in the elbows so you're not locking the elbows. Sit low into your lunge. Make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. Twenty more, and we'll just pulse for 30 seconds and find our plank. 10 more. 3, 2, and pulse. Reaching that left knee towards the mat. 22. Stay for 10, 7, 'and hands down to the mat. Find your plank. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. Right elbow reaches up to the sky. The left elbow reaches up to the sky. Keep going. Knees can always be down on the mat for a little more support if you don't have the weights or don't want to use the weights. The same idea. Squeeze your shoulder blades together with or without the weight. Just 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, come off the weight or stay on the weights and find your jumping jacks and plank. Relax the legs, relax the quads here. Ten more. 5. And downward facing dog for a moment. Lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. Then you're gonna shift forward to plank. Pick up your right foot off the mat, right knee to your left elbow. Option to extend the leg. Come back to your plank. One chaturanga push-up with your right leg lifted. For the push-up, you can drop your left knee down and pick it up. Right knee to left elbow. Option to extend or not. Come back to plank. Feel free to drop your knee down, but keep your right leg lifted. Make sure you're not arching the spine as you go down into your push-up. It's better to drop the knee down if it's too challenging. to maintain that right leg lifted. We have 15 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Reach your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to your left elbow, right elbow. Reach back and up. Option to stay in your plank. And then just move the knee forward and back. Starting our second side right away, or our second leg. Twenty. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your left knee into your chest, step your left foot through, find your weights, pick them up, Heisman. 1 full minute here to get right into this. If you don't have the weights, full range movement with the arms. If you have the weights, maybe soft bend in the knee, in the elbows, maintaining those elbows soft so you're not locking them. Good. Nice job, you guys. Make sure the knee is above your ankle. 20. 10 more. And step it back, sit low into your lunge. And then you're gonna open up to the long side of the mat, sit low as you reach the arms out to the sides, the same idea. Come back to your lunge, sink your right knee down. Rotate just your right foot, open up, come back to your lunge. Continue to pay attention to your left knee. So as you shift back to face forward, your knee doesn't pass your ankle. We're halfway there. Three, 2, open up to the long side of the mat, heels in, toes out. And this time we're gonna draw a circle with the arms, reaching the arms all the way overhead, connecting the weights together, and bring the weights in front of your heart. Big circle around your face. Working those shoulders. Almost there. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna plug in my computer. There you go. 10 more. Sit lower. All of the weight is in your heels for 4, 3, 2. Weights at your heart and pulse. Reground through the heels. Make sure you're pressing knees out, tucking the tailbone under. And again, if you don't have the weights, don't worry about it. Doing the same thing without the weights is just fine. It's just as challenging. 10 more seconds. Weights are always an option. If you do have the weights but choose not to use them, that's fine. Every day is different. Good. Weights at your head or at your shoulders. You're gonna reach your left elbow to your left knee, come back to the center, reach your heels off the mat, release, and reach over to your left. Pick up the heels, gently release, reach over to the left. Sharp out breath each time you lift away from that knee. Don't let your lower body move at all. So it's staying in the same shape, only your upper body is moving, just like we did when we had our knee down on the mat. 15 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and turn over to face the front again. Find your lunge, right? And then we're gonna reach your arms forward. This time, the dumbbells are pointing up to the sky, and you're gonna bend your elbows, reaching the weights towards your shoulders, and extending the arms to your best ability. The same thing without the weights. Reach your thumbs to your shoulders. Make sure your elbows are not starting to sink down. Keep them right at the shoulder level. With the weights, it might be a little more challenging. You might notice a little bit of sinking, but do your best to keep them on the same level. And with the weights, you might not extend the arms all the way. Spine is long. You have about 10 seconds left. Then we'll pulse and find our plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, weights at your heart, little pulse, last 30 seconds here. Shorter exhalations out through the mouth. We only have about 15 minutes of class left, even perhaps 10 with the stretching. So we're almost done, finishing line here. Try to stay. Try to find that energy in your body. 7, 5, 3, and hands down to the ground. Find your way to your plank. This time you're gonna open up to your side plank, reaching one weight up to the sky, one hip dip halfway down. Come back to plank, switch the side. So if this is uncomfortable for you to have your hand on the weight as you move to side plank, just release your weights down, be on your hand, and then pick up your weight as you turn to the side plank. This is a good alternative. Knees can be down if you need a little break, a little support here. That's still fine. You're still building strength. You're still active. You're not just completely resting. You have 20 seconds. And then we'll find our jumping jacks and plank. So we didn't do a lot of cardio throughout the class today, but we'll definitely get some cardio at the end of the class. 5 more. And come off of your weights. You're gonna shift to down dog, relaxing the shoulders. Then inhale, shift forward to plank. This time with your left knee to your right elbow, option to extend the leg or not. Come back to plank without dropping your leg down. One chaturanga push-up. Left knee to your right elbow. Extend or don't extend. Knee can drop your right one for the push-up, but left leg continues to stay lifted. Squeeze your left glute slightly as you lift the leg. Don't let it drop. 25 seconds left. We're already under halfway. Time goes by really, really fast. Even if it's just a micro bend in the elbows as you find your push-up, that's good enough already. 5 more. Downward facing dog, step, walk, or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Little bunny hops to the back of the mat, then to the top. 20. 10 more. 5. Coming to the top of the mat, right foot forward, Heisman. 15. 5. And turn to face the long side of the mat, jumping jacks or squat jacks if you want a little more. 12. 5. And step your left foot to the top of the mat, shuffle it out. You can go all the way to the back of the mat, then all the way to the top if you'd like. Five more. Coming to the top of the mat, left foot forward, Heisman, right knee in. Ten. Sit lower. 5. And turn to face the long side of the mat and find your skater jumps. You can always slow down any movement. So just go from side to side, bending the knees without the hop. For 9. 4. And turn to face the front, circle your hands around your left foot. Find your plank twisted mountain climber. Eight more. Hop the feet to your hands, burpees. Hop your feet back to plank. We'll do something to cool down at the very end of the class after cardio. So we'll do cardio for a couple more minutes since we didn't do a lot throughout the class. And then we'll transition on our backs to do a few more exercises. 8 more seconds. Come up to standing. Left hand taps your right ankle, right hand taps your left ankle. Feet are wide. Without hopping your feet in and out. And you can do the same thing through squats. Just reach over to one ankle, then rise up. 10 more. 4, 3, 2, sit low and hop the feet in and out. So you're still in a squat. $15. See if you can drop a little lower. 5. Hop to plank, jumping jacks and plank. You can always slow this movement down by tapping out the feet. 20. Almost done. 10. 3. And burpees. You can always do something else or slow down your burpees by just stepping back to plank and stepping forward to rise up. 20 seconds here. 10. 5. Coming up to standing, bend the knees, cross one ankle in front of the other, and then switch. 10 more. 4, 3, 2, and hip twist. 13 more. Last one here. We're gonna go into your back in 5, 4, 3, 2, sink all the way down until you reach the ground. And fingertips behind you pointing forward. You're gonna lift your hips, do one tricep dip, then tap your left hand to your right knee or left hand to your right foot. One tricep dip, hand to knee or hand to foot. Find your balance by engaging your belly to continue and stay here. Halfway. We'll still have a few more minutes to stretch after this. So we just have a couple more sets and then we're all done. We'll just mostly focus on the belly a little bit more, kind of centered around our core today. 15 more. 5, 3, 2, release your hips down and flutter kick. You can have your forearms down, spine all the way on the mat, hands under your low back, or reach the arms forward. Support yourself as you need, but try to stay here. This is our second to last exercise. Heels and toes out. Flex or point the feet. 15 more seconds. 7, 5, and relax or keep going. Starting your next one, which is going to be scissor in 5, 4, 3, 2, and scissor the legs. 45 seconds here. $30 to go. Last 20. You got it. Final round here. Just another 13 seconds and we're done. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Release down onto your back for a moment. Skip this and next sound should be warmth of the sun's ray. Yeah. Rock from side to side, circle out the knees if that feels good. Then we'll rock forward and back, making our way to our downward facing dog. Walk it out in your down dog. When you're ready, breathing in, right leg reaches up. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Shift forward and back a few times. When you're ready, left knee releases down. Reach your right arm back, opening up your chest to your right. Stay here, or if it's available, clasp your left foot for a little quad release. Feeling your inner thigh open, your hip. One more breath. And gently let it go. Right hand back to the mat. You can either stay on long arms in your lizard or relax down onto your forearms if that's available today. Relax, close your eyes. Make sure your elbow or your right hand are aligned with your right foot. So don't let your foot shift back. You can sway from side to side if that feels good, or stay in the center. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. Allow your breath to slow down, your mind to slow down. Two more breaths here. Then as you breathe in, come back up onto long arms. Make your way to your down dog, walk it out. When you're ready, left leg lifts, reach it nice and high. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Find your twist with an option to clasp your right foot with your left hand. Find your quad stretch. And slowly let it go. Left forearm down, then right forearm down, if that's available, or stay on the long arms. Close your eyes. Again, start to soften. Every out breath is getting longer, allows you to go a little bit deeper into this shape. About 3 to 4 breaths here. One more breath. As you breathe in, come back onto long arms, find your down dog, walk it out, and then start to walk your feet to the top of the mat until you reach the mat to the top of the mat, then drop your seat down, relax into your back, bring your knees into your chest, shift the hips to the left, drop the knees to your right, or any other favorite variation of your twist. Deep breath into your belly, into your side body, allowing yourself to relax here. Next breath in, come back to the center, shift the hips to the right, drop the knees to your left. One more breath. Next breath in, back to the center, slowly expand the legs. Legs are wider than the hips. Arms are wider than the shoulders. Take a deep breath in through the nose, finding a little pause at the top of the breath. And then exhale out through the mouth, let everything go. And stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need today. Otherwise, thank you all so much for being here today.